Am I live? Hi guys, happy Friday. Happy Friday night. I don't usually do lives like this, but tonight we are going to be live with Kenzie, Existing to Thrive. I'm waiting for her to hop on with me. Hi Maria Rodriguez, 19712. You are early, welcome. Hello, hello. I'm so glad you guys could join. Hi, Carol. I'm on both YouTube and TikTok right now. I'm just waiting for Kenz to join. I'm waiting for Kenzie. Let me see if, will I lose you guys if I come out of the live to text her? Can someone tell me? Hi, Jordana. Hi, Zane. Oh, I'm so glad you're going to go on the YouTube one too. All right, I'm just waiting for Kenzie to jump on, you guys. We are going to have a really fun show. I'm just waiting for Kenz. We're going to talk about Taylor Swift, the Rolling Stones article, her new documentary. We're going to talk about Blake and Ryan, of course, how it's all related. It's going to be a good time. And I'm excited for all you guys to join us because we're going to make sure we look at the comments and we're going to make sure that we can engage with everybody. I'm just waiting for Kenz. I don't know if she's having... Oh, she just texted me. She said, it's spazzing on me right now. I'm trying to open the link. All right. So while we're waiting for her, I'm just going to see who's in here. Hi, Kaleidoscope. Hi, Coralie. Hi, Jack. Hey, Zane. Nice to see you on YouTube. That article is so bizarre. We're talking about the Rolling Stone article about Taylor Swift and how there was a study or a white paper or whatever you want to call it, and how they're claiming that these bots put these thoughts in our heads, and the bots are what are making the content creators produce certain content. It's not the bots. It's just what we see, right? It's just what's in front of us. But I don't want to get too much into that because I want Kenzie to jump on because she did a whole deep dive on that. She just texted me and she said she's grabbing her laptop to try. Okay. But let me see what you guys are saying here on YouTube. Thank you guys for joining. For those of you who are more YouTube girlies and guys. As long as... Wait, as long as what? As long as Donna Bowling joined in, she showed up at Lauren's live and I couldn't keep watching. Don't worry, she won't be here. Taylor obviously, let's see. Taylor obviously has a pattern of evading subpoenas. Yeah, more than one, right? Zane says, yeah, I think NAG might be onto something with Ryan. Hold on. With Ryan and Blake trying to help Taylor Swift. There's a whole bunch of theories we have about Ryan. I've heard YouTube StreamYard is glitchy. Do you mean YouTube Live? Stream Live? Or I don't know if YouTube Live is glitchy. Someone on TikTok Live is saying that article was stupid. I agree. It was very stupid. I think Blake and Taylor Swift are still close, in my opinion. Yes, more and more people are starting to think that. And I personally think that they probably have some sort of communication. They might not be like the best of friends anymore, but just so happened that they're both out on the same night in New York making headlines. Was that coordinated? I don't know. Maybe. Someone in TikTok Live is saying, hi, what are you talking about tonight? The Audacity 333. Tonight we are talking about Taylor, Blake, Ryan, the Rolling Stone article, the new documentary that just dropped, Taylor Swift's, her crying, a lot of juicy stuff. I'm just waiting for Kenzie. Her handle is Existing to Thrive to jump on. I think it's her first time using this link that I've sent her, so she's trying to figure it out. I'm hoping that she'll be on soon because I know she has a lot of really good material prepared to share with you guys. She did like a bunch of deep dives on the Rolling Stone article and like the company behind behind this AI stuff that they're talking about that they supposedly researched. So we've talked separately on the phone, and like she has really good stuff to share with you guys. So I'm waiting for her to jump on. Has anyone watched the Taylor Swift doc? The first, I don't know if it's episodes or what, because I haven't watched it. I've just seen like little clips and stuff. Kenzie and Maggie May were sending me clips, and we were just like having a field day in our group text, like talking about it. But I'm wondering if any of you guys have seen any of it. Let's see. Someone says, I think that was Ryan's attempt to try to mend the rift between Taylor and Blake, because if the bots got to both, they are both victims and can use it as an excuse to mend the friendship. Yeah, that's a very interesting theory. How many of you guys think that Ryan could possibly be behind that AI company or have something to do with it? If it's not directly him, if it's through his companies or his buddies or through his media connections. Wondering if you guys if have thought about that. Carol is saying, like when he didn't announce Gwyneth Paltrow until he saw it was a success. Feels like Ryan Reynolds. Good point. He didn't announce it right away, right? It came out like later. Like it came out like a few days later, and then I think it came out, and then there was another article like months later again about it. It was so weird. Okay, someone's talking about the Taylor Swift article saying, I saw 2 episodes and it feels inauthentic. What about it felt inauthentic to you guys? Was it her tears? Oh, I think Ken's coming in.
Hear me?
Yay! There she is. Kenz has just joined on YouTube. If anyone wants to jump on YouTube as well. Hi, Kenzie. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Do you have... I can hear you. Can everyone else hear her?
No, I don't, because I had to use my laptop to get on.
Okay.
So can you not hear me?
I can hear you. I just want to make sure everyone else can hear you. Can you guys hear her?
Yeah.
Can you guys hear Kenz? Can I turn up the volume on my earpiece? My husband's sitting next to me like he's my tech guy. My built-in tech person. Yeah. Everyone is saying hi to you in the... Kenzie, can you see the chat? Can you see the chat on your end?
Oh, okay. It's here in the corner. Can I see it? Everyone? Yeah, I can see it now.
Nilly2237 says she can't hear you. Everyone
Okay.
else can hear Ken's?
I've got some yeses now.
Oh, okay, good.
Glitchy,
Good,
but
I'm
I
glad.
can hear.
Yeah, just
Mm.
try to turn up your volume, I guess, if you can.
Yeah, let me see. Hopefully that works. Yeah.
People on TikTok are asking if you're gonna join on my TikTok live as well. Do you want me to add you there as well?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
let me see. How do I do it? Because I'm not a.
Yeah.
If you get interference, you have to.
Let me see. Invite. Okay. Are you viewing mine, Ken's? My TikTok live? Can you hear me?
No, not right now. I can pull it up on my phone. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Or is it?
Yeah.
Am I lagging? Okay.
If you just pull it up, I'll invite you because I don't really know how else to do it. Thank you, everybody, for being so patient. I know Kenzie has a lot of good stuff to share with you guys.
Yeah, so do you, of course. It's like, if my sound is too bad, though, like we can try again later. I don't want it to be like, crazy for anyone.
It's actually better now. Like it's louder. Whatever you did.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. I just like turned the volume up on my laptop.
Perfect. Good.
Not super loud. Okay.
As soon as you open up your TikTok, I'll invite you, and then we can start talking about stuff.
Yes.
Thank you. I picked out my wallpaper myself. This is my little blue room. It's like a little kitchen nook, and we put in. Let me show you guys like this blue seating, and then the wallpaper, and then I have like blue shelving, and I love this room. It's like the smallest room in the house, but I spend the most time in here. Yay! Okay, I'm gonna invite Kenzie to TikTok Live too. Thank you, YouTubers, for being patient. Let me turn down the volume on this. All right. Okay. I turned down the volume on the TikTok Live so that it wouldn't like interfere. All right. Where should we start? Should we start with the Taylor Swift doc, or do you want to start with Rolling Stone?
Oh gosh. Do you want to do the doc? I guess the Rolling Stone first, since it came first, and then we can go the doc.
Okay, let's do it. So, both Kenzie and I, before this Rolling Stone article came out, we were separately contacted by a senior reporter from Rolling Stones who wanted to chat with us about basically the fact that we were both subpoenaed by Blake Lively in the court case between Blake and Wayfair and Justin. And she wanted to discuss basically the fact that a lot of content creators are being pulled into different cases, and how we felt about it, what happened with our specific situations, and if moving forward, she used the words, if we're scared that there's a chilling effect where we will be silenced, something along those lines.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And it was odd because like that was like the wording that we used in our motions to quash. So I was just like, I don't know about this.
Yeah, that's true.
What did you really think like when you got the message?
So when I got the message, I was like, oh, this could be a good write-up because this person is wanting to show that like there's many cases where content creators are speaking out and deep diving, but then these celebrities are trying to silence us. And I thought that she's probably reaching out to even content creators who are covering other cases. And I was like, this could be a really cool way to like talk about it, because it's something that's happening across, like it happened in the Diddy case. It's happened in a lot of cases, Drake, like all of these cases. So I was just like, okay. So I responded. I think I responded the next day, because I'm really bad at checking my Instagram DMs. But I responded. I was like, sure, yeah, I'm interested. Let's do it. And then she said, can you hop on a call? And I said, it was like, I only had about like 30 minutes because I had to put my 2-year-old to sleep for her nap. And I was like, I have about 30 minutes. I don't know if that's enough, but I can also chat. And she was like, let's arrange it for tomorrow. And I was like, okay, great. Here's my number. And then she was like, I'm going into a meeting right now, but let's, plan for tomorrow. And then the last thing I said was like, okay, what time? And then like, didn't hear back. And I was like, all right, maybe she got really busy. Maybe she's busy working on another article. And then I totally like, didn't even like really think about it anymore. Then when this Rolling Stone article came out, it's like,
then it's like,
wait, this is the opposite of what this person wanted to write about and interview us about. And then we just happened to be chatting, and we were talking about the Rolling Stone articles, like, just talking. And then I was like, oh, by the way, like I was talking to Kenzie and Maggie May. I'm like, oh, somebody reached out to me. They want to do a write-up from Rolling Stone. And Kenz was like, me too. Kenz sends me her screenshot of the initial message, and it's the same one that I got from the same senior reporter, you guys. So tell us what you thought.
Like word for word, except for difference.
Yeah, just our names were different. Like,
it was. I had out that they would like write one article saying one thing and then write an article like a week or two later saying the exact opposite. But yeah, it's very odd. But they made it sound like they were going to be talking about YouTubers like in general, or like across the board. So I was thinking it was going to be this like massive, bigger story. So maybe that's why they were just like, oh, it's not going to be solely focused on that point. But it's just odd that, the timing.
Yeah. Yeah. And then like once I realized Ken's got the message, I'm like, well, maybe there were other people who were subpoenaed that also got the message. And then we were like, then we kind of slept on it. And the next morning I woke up and like my mind was racing. I was texting Kenzie. I'm like, wait a second. Like, do you think, like my mind was just racing. I'm like, do you think that maybe someone above her told her not to do the story because like Taylor Swift's people were involved and like they just put the kibosh on it, and like, because clearly she's gonna get precedence, like we're nothing like compared to her, and in the terms of like media wanting money and selling a story and all of that. And also we were talking about how this company, whatever it's called, the AI company or whatever, they for sure
however you pronounce it
with a G, they for sure like got into that article because of their own PR or whatever. Now, whether that company is somehow related to Ryan Reynolds or not, we don't know. That's like one theory, one conspiracy theory that's going around. So like it could have been this, segue into it, or it could just be some wealthy tech person who, is spending money on PR and wanted to get into Rolling Stone and advertise this company and hopefully get the attention of other celebrities to use them. We don't know really, but I'm going to stop right there because I want Ken's to share like what she found in her deep dive of this. Tell us.
Oh, thank you.
Of the company.
Yeah.
Whatever it's
so
called.
Basically, Godia is like a creepy in itself because they basically are like advertising to the elite class or businesses and that sort of thing, that they will track users online to figure out and basically narrow down what content creators are making the most noise about a certain narrative that they don't like. And then that way they can like focus in and really zero in their focus on those creators. And when you think about like the Rolling Stone article with them, now trying to like use the legal system against content creators, it makes sense that these AI companies are basically helping them track down content creators that they want to silence essentially. So it's really creepy because like they refer to us as like power players, and they had like I didn't show it on mine, but like when you look at the analytics from the Rolling Stone document, they have different tiers of like low level problems, medium, and high level, and they showed all the different topics that Taylor Swift specifically was worried about. And it's funny because like the hot topics were her being into playing Yahtzee, possibly, or the Travis Kelsey relationship conspiracy. So it was interesting that like those are her focuses versus the low topic. The very bottom was people not liking her album. So
Oh,
that was
interesting.
yeah, I wonder if it is internet stalking, but like nobody has any like I feel like that's the gray area where there's no legal laws saying that you can't track people down that way. And they use it in like a business, like they kind of shadow it, cloak it like it's a business strategy, but really you can weaponize it very easily, you know.
Yeah. And they
So
didn't
that was
name
like creepy
anyone,
in
right?
itself. But then when I look at the no, they didn't name anyone, and that's what was weird too, because it was like, okay, well, why did you specifically choose to compare Taylor Swift to Blake Lively's situation when you could compare it to, for instance, the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, Demi Moore? Like you could talk about that. Like there's so many different people you could compare it to, but you chose Blake Lively specifically. But then when you dig in, like I dug into the actual owners of the company, they're mega Swifties. Like they've even like outright said that if they could choose one person to have coffee with, that would be the person. Or like they would love to meet her cat someday. And written many art, like the author of that article has written so many articles about Taylor Swift and like either praising her or defending. It's essentially just a big Swifty article. So that's why it was kind of hard for me to be like, okay, maybe it is Ryan, but at the same time, I see it just being Taylor Swift to try to clean out the noise right before her documentary because her documentary is very much like, woe is me. You got to
Mm-hmm.
feel bad for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane.
Victim, victim, victim.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Have you gotten to see any of the documentary?
No, just what you and Maggie May were sending me the little clips. Like I was just busy all day with the kids, and then I literally got home and jumped on this live. But you said that the author of the Rolling Stone article is a major Swiftie. Is it the same person who wrote the other article that they gave it the highest review for her album? Is it the same person? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I didn't look at that part, but I know like Rolling Stone in general has been like really like pro Taylor
Yeah.
throughout the entire process. But I am pretty sure like Rolling Stone in general was the one that gave her the highest ranking. I just don't know what author was the one that did it.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I think I did a video on her, and like there was this photo I found where she had all these like Taylor Swift things on the wall, and she had like proudly taken a photo next to it, and she was like, "Okay, like how are you not biased and giving this rating? Like it's so silly." I'm like, this is not very
Well, and it was
legit
just funny
of
too,
Taylor
like the
Swift.
hypocrisy of it. Yeah, because like with Taylor, she's like in one lawsuit, she's saying you can't use AI to use as like analytics to prove a case because it's biased to the requester. But then in another breath, we're making this article being like it's solely based on AI data. And they also don't tell you with is are they talking negatively or are they talking positively? Are they defending Taylor or are they defending Blake? There it's like such a gray area where like and it was only 3%. Like they even said that the rest of the 96, they were all, you know, normal, regular people.
And when they brought in the Blake Lively aspect, did they talk about like content creators who are covering both? Is that how they brought her into the quote unquote research?
They were trying to say that basically like there's an overlap between so they basically looked at about like I'm just ballparking, I don't think of the numbers right now. Let's just say 200,000 users essentially. Within
Okay.
that 200,000 users, and that's not the exact amount, there was only a little over 2,000 that were actually overlapping between Blake Lively and Taylor Swift. But they don't discuss or distinguish if they're overlapping because they're talking positively about both of them or if they're
Okay.
talking negatively about both. So
Just
they kind of like leave that gray area.
general.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, one second. I'm gonna plug this in. Let's check some of the comments and questions. Let's see.
I'll do TikTok if you do YouTube.
Okay, you look at TikTok. You go first. Find one, a question or a comment that you think we should talk about, and then I'll find one.
Someone said Rolling Stone would never release this article without informing Tree they were, which, yeah, I'm sure.
For sure.
Especially tagging her in her name, being like, hey, are you okay if we, put you guys together in this article?
Yeah,
Maybe.
for sure. Oh, Maggie May is in the YouTube comments. Hi, Maggie May. She said, are we the drama? Wait, let me scroll up and try to find her original. She said, where is she? She said, hey, everyone. Where'd it go? It keeps going away. So glad Kenzie and Lynn are live. Are we the drama? The advertisers there, though, I wonder, I can't be for their clientele. That felt like it was for us. Is that not internet stalking? I mean, how do you define internet stalking? Like, kind of like as content creators, I'm going to be careful with my words, but what we do, could they call us internet stalkers? Like, we're looking and deep diving and like researching. But then again, everything we're finding is public information for the most part, unless we get like an exclusive source or something. But then what exactly is it? I don't even know how you define internet stalking, but I know that there's been people who have been charged with it, right? Like,
yeah,
it's a big deal. I don't even know how.
You'd have to get a lot of proof. Yeah, but it'd be hard to like prove at the same time.
Yeah.
Unless like you were able to like track, like kind of like see who is viewing your stories or whatever.
Yeah, that's true. And if we're just as content creators, if we're just talking about something that's already being talked about, that's not stalking. We're just all discussing something. Like, we're all discussing it right now here in the chat and everywhere. Like, it's being published in media.
Yeah. Someone said that someone even came out and they said that they had started the necklace thing for clickbait with the whole Blake Lively Taylor Swift.
That
remember
who
when
started
like she was
it?
wearing the
Oh,
just that someone started. Yeah. Someone started a rumor about like they basically started that whole necklace gate for
for clickbait.
Clickbait. Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like the chicken or the egg, right? Like, what came first? Did a content creator make this up, or it's kind of like, who put it out there? Mm-hmm. And if you're gonna go ahead.
Sorry. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, if you're gonna use technology, like if you're gonna use AI to supposedly find which came first, because in that article they're claiming that there are these bots that put these thoughts in our head, right? Like, the bots are what made us as content creators go after certain topics, right? So where are those bots from? Who's controlling those bots then? Can AI figure that out?
That's doing it. Yeah.
Say that again. You got
they
cut out.
didn't say. Yeah, they didn't say, like, the company didn't specify like who was the bots or whatever. They just said that there was only, within all of the users that they looked at, there was only 3% that looked suspicious. So it was basically like inconclusive on whether or not they were bots, or if it was just like, they basically said irregular activity is how they referred it. So, but it could be like, hey, if you're someone that doesn't really like talk about stuff a lot, but this specific situation might have made you more passionate where you wanted to discuss it more. So now you're starting to comment. So again, it's just like a really gray area.
Yeah. And all the bots that like I've seen online with not just with like Blake and Ryan or Taylor, but just in general, like when you see bots, there a lot of them are like very positive bots that are like supporting that specific celebrity, right? Which to me, that's coming from the celebrity's team and PR. And then if they're negative bots, like they're just responding with a positive comment still, if that even makes sense. Like, let's say I put out a video about where I'm critiquing Taylor Swift and I'm saying something that like maybe her team wouldn't like. The bots that I see in there, they're just like talking positively about her. Right? They'll come in and be like, no, like
she has the highest bot count. So I'm not
Taylor?
sure like how they like get that solution, but I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah, I saw like there was like an article somewhere where they said she has like the highest number of bots for her users.
That
So
makes
like people
sense.
that are like specifically talking about Taylor Swift, there's a higher number of like bot accounts talking about Taylor than there is of any other artist. So it's like obviously she's paying for some of this.
Mm-hmm.
Which
It's fascinating.
it is what it is.
And
Oh
I
yeah.
wonder,
It's crazy
like,
what they do. It's also insulting how they think like they're just like, oh, we are so brainwashed into everything they say, we just eat it up and we just take it as it is. You know.
yeah,
It's just like oh, very insulting.
it is insulting. I feel like Swifties and the fans should be the most insulted. Like I could care less because I'm not really a Swiftie. I've never really was. I was never really a Swiftie hater. I just was never really like a fan. She was just kind of whatever. She just existed for me. But
Mhm.
but if I was like a Swiftie and I knew that there's all these bots, I would be insulted. Like I feel like, are you insulting my intelligence? Like you want me to just see these bots and believe what's being put out? I don't know. I just think it's very insulting. But oh, are people saying it's echoing? I just saw that
Yeah,
on.
that's why I was accidentally cutting you off. I'm sorry. I was trying
It's
to
okay.
see if it was still going.
Is it echoing
But
just on
no
TikTok?
one,
Can you guys can
yeah,
you
just
all
on
hear us?
TikTok it seems like. But I turned my volume down, so I think it hopefully helped. No one said it's echoing anymore, so we'll see.
Oh, someone is asking if there's any updates on Justin Fisher. They're asking you.
Oh, gosh. Basically, right now the case is kind of in a closed state, but it's more paused in a way because now he's going in a diversion program. So he essentially was just like, "Hey, I'll, accept whatever charges you guys want to do for me, just so we can get ahead, so he can just move on with his life," because that was like the easiest, most fair kind of option that they gave him without having to go to trial and do everything because
Okay.
Taylor's team was just going to fight it. Like they were both sides, like Taylor's side was basically saying he jumped over the fence, but the process server, Justin, he was very adamant that he walked through an open gate. So, and it's like he doesn't have the money to spend and like that's the livelihood. He's the breadwinner of his family. So he couldn't afford to go through a whole monthly, if not yearly long trial. So he's just like, let's
Oh
just
my God.
do this program and be done because the program essentially is just basically, hey, stay away from the address, stay away from those people, and like be a law abiding citizen for a blank amount of time. I think it's a year that he has to do it, and then you're
Okay.
done. So he just
And
he had to pay like $1,500 and then do that diversion program on
and
top
has
of
he
his lawyer expenses were paid by the third party agency that he worked
okay.
for. So he
Okay.
essentially was like an independent contractor for this third party process serving agency. So the agency was hired and then they tasked the process server that they like the independent contractor for
Okay.
serving.
And then do we
Yeah.
know if Justin has ever had Justin Fisher has ever had anything on his kind of record for any weird stuff like stalking or anything, or he's just a normal guy who's just a processor?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was
Poor
just
guy.
a normal guy. Like, his lawyer just kept saying that this was just an unfortunate situation where he, just kind of stumbled into a really bad luck kind of thing. So I know a lot of people really are hung up on the 2 a.m. thing, but Justin said, this was a multiple attempt thing, so it wasn't his first attempt. And then plus with it being a game night, he's assuming, they've been out, for the game or celebrating.
Makes sense.
So, they're either still coming home from celebrating or just getting back. So
yeah.
I
So
get
if anyone is just joining us, we're just talking about Justin Fisher, who allegedly jumped over the fence, Taylor says, and he says no, he walked in through the gate, and there were multiple attempts for serving this subpoena, and that's why it was done at 2 a.m. Also, Ken said that night there was a game, and it's typical of them to get home from their after party or whatever from after the game around that time. So it wasn't that crazy. I don't think it's that crazy. I've heard of people being served at weird times too. Like, I think it's typical, right?
Yeah. I think once you hit 4 a.m., between 4 and 6, then you'd be okay, a little different. But someone said, did they ever correct Star Magazine? No, they did not. Star Magazine is still very adamant of they got the exclusive, so whatever they were told they're going with. And a lot of people, a lot of the pro Blake Lively, Taylor Swift people, they're basically just, since he went to the diversion program, they're just assuming oh, look, he's guilty. He's admitting to it, when in reality, it's more just this was the best option for him and the cheapest option for him to just get back and moving with his life. So,
oh my God.
Yeah, I feel for the guy.
The fact that I mean, I don't know too much about all the different cases that Taylor has been involved in, but I just by posting about her in my comments, and I don't know how much of it is true or factual, but I just keep seeing in my comments that she's gone after so many people, like small business, like people who are just making something that's a Swifty, product, or the fact that she goes after people so hard, like regular normal people who are just trying to make a living, that to me is just, I can't I can't process that. I'm like, what? That's
She always punches down. And
yeah,
it's even with the Rigo, she was an up and coming newer artist, so it's of course she's not going to have yes, there was a one song where I can give Taylor credit and I can give Paramore, Haley Williams credit, yes, they sounded similar, but with the rest of it, it's come on now, and come on. And then with other people, if we're going after them, but that's why I was telling the Rolling Stone person of this is what the elite class is doing, is they're weaponizing the legal system, because they've realized that the legal system is not a fair judicial system. It's meant for the elite class, for them to weaponize it in whatever form they want to, or it's just a little show, basically. It's all for show. If you see the Diddy thing, for example, that was just a joke. Okay. So and then you have the jury where it's they're tainted. It's not what it's supposed to be, and they know that. So it's yeah, they can punch down, and they know they're going to immediately get their way, because with us, the working class, you have to cave. And so a lot of people, they're just assume, oh, you pled guilty because you're guilty. No, I had to, because if I didn't, I'd be fucked. I'm going to be in this for months, if not years, because depending on the certain case, if it's a civil case, you're in the back burner, because all criminal cases are more, important, and they take precedent. So you're going to be waiting for a long time. So whenever, for Justin's case, they didn't get to look at any evidence of any cameras or anything like that, because they didn't get that far into the case. Yeah. But it's he couldn't afford to continue in that way.
So I feel bad.
So, yeah, that's what sucks about seeing it, and then seeing people still kind of put her on this pedestal. It's okay.
I know. Carol said Taylor Swift is willing to ruin a man's life too. Yeah, just like Blake, allegedly, in our opinions, ruining Justin Baldoni's life.
He's almost exactly like Blake. I'm seeing all these similarities of the way they talk, their mannerisms, and even what they're into or their rants. It's that's Blake.
Yeah. Yeah. And like the fact, also the Rolling Stone article came out like few days within a week of, I want to say, I think I'm correct. Within a week of that whole, the story, well, not the story, but the actual quotes that were we were given from Justin Baldoni's deposition on how he said Blake used the Taylor Swift playbook and knows how to play the victim. And that whole quote, like when that hit like media, I think Taylor was like just losing it, running around like, we need to do something. And then like within a week their Rolling Stone thing comes out. Like, come on, you guys, give me a break.
She had to put that out because it kind of like is a distraction from, it kind of sets the scene before the documentary, because then anyone that talks badly about this documentary of her victimizing herself, it's like, oh look, they're part of the bots that this Rolling Stone article is talking about, like don't believe them. And in reality it's like, this girl literally made everything about herself in every possible way you could possibly do it. I can't.
Yeah,
people drive me crazy with it.
Yeah. I know. Maggie May says, I remember those Calvin tweets now. Wait, remind us of the Calvin tweet. Calvin Harris? What were the tweets? What did he say? Maggie May, what did he say? I want to hear it. Who knows what Maggie May is talking about? I don't know if she's listening, but someone is asking on TikTok, someone's asking what happened to your sanctions request, Kenz. Someone's asking.
I'm still waiting for that. I like every day I'm checking it like a maniac. Like, have you responded yet? Like, but so basically, like it. One of Blake's filings that she did like a, hey, you're behind on all of these different motions, and all basically there's like 20 different motions he's behind on that he still needs to respond to, and I think only two were. One of them was Wayfair and one of them was me. The rest of them were hers. So she was just like had a list of like each number. So he's basically waiting. So like I was like even at checking with like ChatGPT and being like, when could I possibly hear back? And they said like it's basically said he could just wait to be responding once all of this other discovery stuff is done. So when they're in that like period, it's so annoying. I hate waiting for it.
I know. It is annoying. Maggie May responded on YouTube comments. She said, I've watched it daily. I think page 6 and people have posted a positive article about her every single day. It's exhausting. He called her out and threw some shade. She's talking about Calvin Harris. Oh yeah, I'm glad he did. Also, I totally agree, Maggie. Like every day, like I'll put in Taylor Swift news, positive. Blake Lively news. It's like, it's so ridiculous.
That Calvin Harris made.
You found the tweet?
So one of the tweets he made was, I figure if you're happy in your new relationship, you should focus on that instead of trying to tear your ex BF down for something to do.
When was that?
And she did that to yeah. It looks like that. Oh, let's see. When is that from? Sorry, it's loading. Gosh, I want to say that was from 2016.
Yeah. Someone commented the concert is so expensive, and that reminds me of when in our group chat we were talking about how people were in debt, and I didn't get to read I don't know if you sent it or if Maggie May sent it, but there was an article about how people, I think from LA, filed things with their credit card companies because of their expensive tickets, and then Taylor Swift's team went after them, right? Am I saying that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Doesn't
I
end.
don't know what. Yeah, she goes after everyone, but then it's like weird because it's like she doesn't go after people that are like in her own circle. That
Yeah.
it would make more sense when it's an even fight. She's like, no, I'm the victim. But then when it's not a fair fight, she's like, I'm going to attack you.
Yeah. Doesn't sound like a bully at all, right?
Even though the poet is going after her, technically, the
Mm-hmm.
poet's doing it pro se, and Taylor's like, I'm gonna mop the floor with you.
Oh my God. Poor thing. Poor thing.
And
Yeah.
it's like
And
some of it,
like,
yeah, I can see like some of it that she's asking for is a reach, but then there's other ones that I've seen they are similar. So it's like I could see one or two of them being something where she could get something out of it, but other
okay,
ones it's
fair
kind
enough.
of,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Someone said wasn't one about Katy Perry. Let me see. Was there a tweet about Katy Perry? I don't know.
Let me see.
Someone, Zane said, I don't give them the satisfaction of only Googling their names and getting that count. I do their names plus an inconvenient truth or opinion about them. I love that. I need to do that. I need to start doing that every day. Oh.
Let's see.
PR
Okay,
sounds like
he also
such. Sorry, I was just reading this comment. Zane said, PR sounds like such a miserable, soulless job. Imagine being that divorced from the truth. I love that. I need to
I
I want
found
to
the Katie one
save
that
these quotes. Oh, okay. What does it say?
So first he said the whole ex-boyfriend thing. Then he was like, please focus on the positive aspects of your life because you've earned a great one. And then in another tweet he said, I know you're off on tour and you need someone new to try and bury like Katie, etc.
Oh.
But I'm not that guy. Sorry, I won't allow it. He went for
Standing
it.
up for Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Good for Katy Perry, I guess, even though I'm not a Katy Perry fan. Although I am a Lana Del Rey fan, I must say.
Yeah. You said
I'm
Lana Del Rey.
Yeah, I'm a Lana Del Rey girly. I don't know, like when her first or second album that came out and she started blowing up, I was super into her. Like very long. When was that? Like
Summertime Sadness was like on repeat for a long time.
Yeah. On repeat. And even now if I hear it, I sometimes still get chills. So good.
Oh
yeah. Because there was nothing like it at the time, It was
yeah, she's always like reinventing kind of herself and the music industry. And then it's interesting finding out what songs she's actually written for other artists. It's always ones I never expected. So she's really cool.
Yeah, she's cool. She's a little baddie. All right, let's see. Should we start getting into you've watched some of the doc. Okay, enlighten us.
So this is just the first episode. I started I'm on the second beginning of it. First episode, she just starts real strong. Yes, there was a threat. I don't know if it was her concert specific. It started with like basically, people were having the Taylor Swift Eras Tour parties and things like that during her whole tour. So there was a place that was doing it and had, a threat happen. There was also one where people actually got hurt there, so people did get injured. I don't know the full details, so bear with me.
Okay. But it was during the Eras Tour.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it didn't happen at the tour, if that makes sense. Like it didn't happen at the concert. The concert itself, like they were basically told, hey, there's like basically T words that were starting to kind of try to put together a plan to do something at her Eras Tour. But it wasn't like nothing actually like went followed through, if that makes sense.
Got it.
So she's talking about that, and she just like immediately is like trying to like cry, but there's no tears coming. And then she's like, but I have to stay strong. I can't show them that anything is bothering me. They can't know because if my energy's off, they feel it. And then it throws everything off. So I've got to be put
Wait,
together. So I've got to
wait.
cry before the concert and after, but not during.
So she's showing this, or is she saying this?
She's saying all this. She's
Oh
saying all
my
this. Yeah.
God.
Those were in the script thing. It's like there she's used the M word that I'm not sure if I can say on here or not, but MASS, you know.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So she's like, but how she says it, I don't know if it's the Botox or what. It was like it was like Kardashian on that new lawyer movie or lawyer show that she's doing. She was just like,
Wait, I'm gonna reenact. So Kenz and Maggie May sent me a clip, and there was a ginormous, like it was literally like this big of a napkin, okay? And they sent me this
keeps
clip of
bringing
Taylor
it.
Swift. Taylor Swift was like this. Taylor Swift was like this. This is the only clip I saw in the documentary, and Maggie May and Ken sent it in the group chat today, and I was just like, "What is that? It's this huge, okay?" And she wants us to believe that she's crying, and she goes like this.
Yeah.
And
And
I'm
this is
like, first of all,
after
I can't see your face. Second of all, this ginormous tissue is for your tears. Nothing's happening to your makeup, or did something happen? I don't know. I couldn't see because that's all I saw. It's a ginormous. I was like, what the hell? What is that?
Zane, what she was crying about was okay, so she knew that, documenting her talking to the families that were affected would be insensitive. People
Right.
it wouldn't be a good people move. So what she did instead was immediately started filming as soon as she walked out of the room. So you see her walking in the hall crying after meeting with the families, which I get, yeah, I get, but then this is the part that really messed me up. Okay.
Sorry.
Then it pans to her going into a room full of flower bouquets as if she is the one that lost someone, as if she is at a funeral for a family member. And then she's in the like on the couches.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. And I just what like why are you making this about yourself? Like there are
Yeah.
so many other ways we could have done it in like a tasteful way to respect the families, or maybe just mention, hey, like put one of those, like, when the screen goes black and it just has a bunch of text of what happened. You could
Yeah.
just say, like, this is what happened. Taylor met with the families, but we chose
Yes.
not to have it on camera for the respect of the families and everything like that. And just left it at that and moved on to the rest of the documentary. That way,
Do
you know
they?
that you talked about it, but you leave it out. But instead, she's doing this whole, like, woe is me,
Show.
I'm crying.
Yeah.
That's not the only time she cries.
Yeah. I
Say that.
heard. I
And this
heard.
is the first episode. Yeah.
Wait, were the families there at all? Were the family were any of the
Yeah,
families in
families
the
that she
doc?
met with, but they didn't show them on the screen at all.
Okay. But it showed that
Yeah,
she
it's
met with
just like
them?
it panned to a black screen saying that she met with the families,
Okay.
like basically doing like that part. So they're like Taylor met with the families of this event. Then it
Okay.
pans to her coming out of the room after meeting with them. So it's just like her in the hallway coming to this flower bouquet room crying. And then
Wait.
she sits on the couch, flower bouquet room, crying.
So on the
Yeah.
black screen, do they specifically say that she just met with them, or are we assuming that she?
Yeah, no, they
Okay.
said that
Like,
she just went. Yeah.
okay. Okay. It's not from years
And then
ago.
she's like, I've got to get the tears out now before the show because, and, wait, my phones are here. Sorry. So that's the part. I took a picture of her crying in the flower bouquet room, and the quote was so cool. It captions the photo perfectly. And it's from Taylor herself. She specifically said, sometimes the reality she lives in is unreal.
Yeah.
And that perfectly captions that photo.
Perfectly.
So that,
Perfectly. Maggie
yeah.
May
And that's,
just said, I wish they would have said their names, dedicated the episode to them, at least to the victims and their families. Why didn't they? Maybe the families didn't want, maybe they didn't want it. I don't know. Or even if they don't want to say their names, just say we dedicate it to them. Something. but it was a Taylor Swift show.
Yeah. But then they also like off that too in the first episode, they bring up that like Taylor Swift like needs this car, like she's basically cleaning up her mess from her Americana documentary. So you know when in the documentary she says, "I want to be on the right side of history."
Yeah, I remember
Well,
that.
this documentary, the focus is I'm trying to, be an escape from everyone because, the world is heavy right now. They feel it, I feel it. And so this just needs to be an escape for all of us to just escape. But she, again, tries to like act like she's like feeling it too, of just like, they know I need it too. Like, woe is me. And then it pans to her talking to Travis Kelsey, which I think she purposely does it to throw off the timeline to where you don't know when they actually started getting together or not. Just because it's a little weird of like how she's talking about it. It's like they were dating before certain parts, so it's just kind of confusing. But yeah, right off the bat, she's kind of like, oh, Travis Kelsey is like her pillar of happiness. And
Oh my God.
she's talking to him on the phone, being like, I wish you were here. I hate that you're in the NFL. Like, I want you to be here instead. So, yeah. Woe is me, woe is Taylor. Now,
I'm
the
sorry. I can't.
second part of the episode. So, the
The
second part of the episode, tell me.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I've already seen people praising her for this, and it's driving me absolutely crazy. So,
Okay.
Taylor Swift, it's bonus day. Okay. So she decided, which it's great. I love this part that she decided she's going to write handwritten notes to all of the people. But here's the thing. She plays it off like, hey, I wrote these notes. Like in one part of the documentary, she says she's like loves to think about what they're going to be doing after that tour, like when they're with their families and what their lives are going to be like after. So it made it sound like she personalizes these notes.
Okay.
And, she puts them in envelopes, she makes them all cute, whatever. That part's great.
Okay.
But then it pans to she gets her dancers. And she puts her
Oh, yeah.
dancers in a circle. They have to stand together and they have to open their checks and open these letters together. And it's not just, oh, open them together and we're in this circle. It's, I'm going to record you while you do it. Oh, and I want you to read the card out loud in front of everyone. So then everyone knows at the same time, hey, this is how much we got as a bonus. But we're
Oh
going to
my
record
God.
it too, just so the world knows. Yeah. So it's like the articles itself, it's like, okay, you already had articles saying that you gave people bonuses. So people already knew that. But the fact that you had to double down and be like, I'm going to record these people giving them their bonus. But
Oh my
I'm
God.
a great person because I gave them this bonus. Yeah. But I'm like, okay, she's a billionaire. And she's like, it's just like, it gives me like Squid
That's
Games,
so
Hunger Games
stupid.
vibes. And yeah.
To me,
Yeah.
it gives me
And it's
new.
like, obviously, yes, the but it's like the way you're doing it of like you're recording the people doesn't
Yeah.
feel genuine. It feels like you're
No.
doing a show to try to, what Nick and Ryan do when they do the donations and everything goes away. They
Yeah.
gave the donation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Someone
to
said that
me like
sponsor was so expensive, and she was trying to use it for her masters.
who did someone say that?
Someone said
I'm losing you. I'm losing you. Wait, can you
sponsor was
guys
so
hear Ken?
expensive. Yeah.
Can you guys hear Ken's? I just lost you. I don't know if anyone else heard. I lost like the last 30 seconds. I couldn't hear you. Hello? Hello, hello. Kenz, are you there? You're frozen. Can you guys see Kenzie or hear her? Or is it just me?
It says reconnecting.
Oh wait, it's catching up, I think. Wait, say one thing right now, like a sentence. Oh no, I lost you. It went, oh no, we lost her. But you're still on TikTok. I see you on TikTok. Let's see. We totally lost Kenz. Kenz, come back. I'm sure she's trying. Let me see. Oh, someone said she's frozen. Yeah, I saw her as frozen too. Let me see if I can get her on TikTok. Let me. Oh, okay. I just turned up my volume. You're trying to get back in?
Yeah, I'm troubleshooting.
Okay, cool. Oh, thank you, Kiwi, the ragdoll cat. She said, I love this. You guys are the best. Been following this case. It's like my job. Like it's my job. It's a crazy case. Apparently, there was a lot that happened today. A lot of court filings. I haven't read anything. Have you, Kenz?
Oh yeah, I haven't either. No, I didn't have any time whatsoever.
Sarah was messaging me and saying, is Sarah in the group chat on here? Let me see. She was here a little bit ago. Carol, are you still there? Is Sarah in here? Sarah was like messaging me on TikTok. She was like, these court filings are, I think she said, I think Wayfair is, what did she say? She said, I think it was positive, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Maggie May, do you want to join as a guest on TikTok? I'll invite you if you want.
Yes.
I sent her an invitation.
No, it's like loading slowly, like it's trying to open it back up. But...
For those of you who are on YouTube, I'm so sorry. We lost Kenz and she's troubleshooting to get back on. And
got a black screen right now.
let me see what comments we have on YouTube. Let's see. I'm going to scroll back a little bit. Oh, okay. Let me turn the volume on this down.
Sorry, guys.
Kenz is back. Kenzie's, well, I don't see you yet. Do you guys see her?
What are we doing?
I don't see you there. It's just a black box.
Okay, I'm back. Is that camera on my side? Oh, but I do hear what I'm saying.
YouTubers, we're gonna let her kind of try again, and if not, I may have to end here if she can't join, and then we might continue just over there. But I'm giving her some time to troubleshoot. It's okay, Kenz. Don't feel rushed. For those of you who are saying you don't see or hear her yet, she's troubleshooting and she's trying to get back onto YouTube. Sorry, guys. It just froze and then we lost her, but she's trying to get back in. I see her. I see her working. I've never done a live on Friday night. I didn't even know if like people would join or not, but people are around. That's pretty cool. I'm glad you guys are here.
I know, it's so nice when like they're joining in the chat so you can talk with everyone too.
Yeah, the chat part is fun. My only gripe with the chat is like when I'll go to read a comment and then if somebody writes another comment, I lose it scrolls and I'm like, I'm trying to read the comment. That's my only gripe. Let's see. I'm gonna try to scroll back. Katie and Taylor both met their matches. Twitter used to be wild back in those days. Yeah. Twitter is like not the same anymore, although it's still fun to look at. But I don't really engage in like I'll post stuff on there, but I won't ever go down the rabbit hole of like engaging back and forth too much because like it's a whole other crowd over there. Right? Like, I don't know. I feel like each platform has its own unique crowd, which is pretty cool.
One thing that works on
Yeah. Yeah, things work very differently on the platforms. Oh, Maggie Mae's like, Lynette, the reenactment just took me out. I'm just going to walk around with big tissues like this. Be Taylor Swift, you know? Oh, she's back. Okay, let me turn the volume down on here. Yay! We have Kenzie back. All right. Do you guys see her now on YouTube?
I know.
Can you guys see and hear Kenzie? Can you turn up your volume just a little bit? Or oh no. Did we lose you again?
I know it's
Violet.
making a reconnecting thing again. I'm like, yeah, the server is like, it keeps giving me like a server error weird time.
Your volume is better. People are saying, oh no, oh, where'd you go? You were there and the volume was so much better. And then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
you went bye-bye again.
Yeah. Yeah, it keeps doing like reconnecting issues.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
I guess we'll just do it on
Okay.
TikTok. Or if
Yeah.
you want, we can call it a day and do another one next week or however you want to do it.
Yeah, maybe we can because it's I know, oh my God, you guys, it's so late for Ken's right now. Like here it's 10:30 and so it's 12:30. It's past midnight. It's tomorrow for Ken's. She's oh thank you so much for jumping on so late. I appreciate you so much.
I'm definitely gonna have to ask you and your husband about Riverside so I can try to go live sometime on mine.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be fun. And then I'll make sure I send you like whatever you need, and then you can get into my Riverside and make little things if you want, like little other videos or whatever. Hopefully it captured everything. So the cool thing about this app, Riverside, I'm not even trying to advertise or anything. This is just what I'm using, you guys. Whatever, when you were cut out, and we'll see if it's true or not. If it's cut out for the audience, there's a second recording happening that captures it. So even though you froze, it was supposed to have captured the actual video regardless. So we'll see if it did that or not. It's a good test, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Hopefully it worked out the kinks and everything.
Yeah.
It's nice that you said too, it like takes out all the freezes and likes and ums.
It actually has an AI component that does that for you. Well, there.
For some things where it works.
Yeah. AI is cool for some things, I guess. Oh my gosh, somebody said they're in Florida and it's like 1:37 a.m. So thank you from Florida for tuning in. Thank you so much, Kenz. I appreciate you. I will talk to you soon. That was so awesome.
Thanks for having me on your channel. I appreciate
Oh my God, of course. You're the best.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too, dear. Talk to you soon. Bye. Bye, everybody. How do I go? How do I go away? All right. That was fun. I'm so sorry for all the weird glitches and stuff. Trying to do two things at once. That was the first time I ever tried doing that. But hopefully the next time will be a little bit more smooth. I hope you guys had a good time joining us. I appreciate every single one of you. And let me know what you thought in the comments. We will talk soon. Love you guys. Bye.